Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Hangs with Rog. Today we're going to talk about a couple of things that Nathan and I have been watching, and let's get into it. Alright, Nath, what have you been watching, my friend?
I actually finished the new Punisher series that came out on Netflix.
Mm-hmm.
I sort of binged it. I had probably 2 solid binge sessions. We've got 14 episodes or 13 episodes of goodness. They're about an hour long each, as a standard with like a Netflix show. And we've got Jon Bernthal back in all his glory as the Punisher.
I'm gonna kill them all. Yeah, I can live with that.
Now I'm gonna do my best to talk about this show without spoilers, obviously, because you haven't finished it.
No.
I'm sure some people at home haven't finished it either. Or on the road in your car, or
wherever you are,
at work, or
we
in
appreciate
jail.
you.
I'm sure that.
Do they have Netflix in jail?
Well, not
That's
Netflix, but
sick.
YouTube, because they like watching us. Anyway, I've been watching the Punisher series. We've got 13 episodes that are about an hour each. Really solid show. I think that Marvel is starting to find their footing again with the Netflix shows. I don't think that Punisher is the best work that they've done yet. But in terms of Bernthal's work, I think it's his best. I haven't seen a lot of his stuff aside from the main thing. So I've seen him in a couple of movies. I've seen him in Walking Dead, which I actually dug his character a bit. For a while, he was known to me as Shane from The Walking Dead. I didn't even know his name.
Yeah,
but I've seen him in a couple bits
recently.
and pieces. He was pretty funny in Wolf of Wall Street. And yeah, as soon as he was cast as the Punisher, I think the whole nerd world collectively went, oh, that's a good idea. Like, that's a really good idea. And then they first started putting out some promotional photos and some promotional videos, and seeing the Punisher in... Like, there was a 5-second snippet for Daredevil 2 that was legitimately just the Punisher standing up, covered in blood in the white prison garment. And it was just... You just looked at it and you're like, oh shit, like, this is going to go down. And then Season 2 of Daredevil comes out. Again, pretty solid show. Not Marvel's best work, but solid season. But Punisher, I think, shone there as well. And especially when he started getting his own sequences, like him with Kingpin and that. And essentially, the story of the Punisher TV show, in broad strokes, is after Daredevil Season 2. It's about 6 months after. What he's been doing is he's been finishing off the work that he was doing in Daredevil 2. So just trying to, track down all these guys and kill them. And he kills the last guy. He burns the vest. He goes into hiding. Now, a lot of this show, the first episode in particular, sort of gives you an idea of how the entire show is going to go. The first episode is really, really slow. So not a lot happens. There's a lot of character development. There's a lot of self-loathing. There's a lot of, essentially, world building, as it tends to be. But it's by no means bad. It's all really, really good.
I liked it.
I think that Bernthal, fits into the role perfectly, and he definitely shows that he's Punisher, but he's not. He's in hiding. He's in like witness protection, pretty much. He goes by the name of Pete Castiglione. He's grown a beard. He's working as a construction worker. He just keeps to himself. The entire episode, he's sort of struggling with the, I really want to kill these guys that are bothering me. All he's doing, he just wants to work, and these guys are just being assholes for the sake of being assholes. They're kind of one-dimensional characters, but it sort of gives you an idea of what's going to be happening this season. So, essentially, first episode goes down, it's really slow, really intense build-up towards the end, and then you got that really cool fight sequence, and sort of ends that episode on a high. And it legitimately, if you watch the first episode, you know how the series is going to go. The series is very, very slow up to particular points. About halfway through, you've got a really decent action sequence, and then at the end, you've got a really good action sequence. But the rest of it is slow, and again, not bad. It does what it needs to do. It builds his character insanely, and it shows him working, trying to figure out. He's trying to stay hidden while still trying to do his work. He knows that he's looking for somebody, and he knows how to get them, and he's got the help of his main man, fucking Micro. And yeah, the two of them work together. They've got the van going, which is really, really cool. They start showing him getting his armory up and running and that, and it's awesome. Yeah, you've got that. You've got the FBI subplot as well, where they're like, oh, not FBI. I was going to say CIA, where they're looking for him as well. And it's got to do a lot with like government corruption and stuff like that. And it's pretty interesting. The backstory stuff and the flashbacks are utilized really, really well. Especially pretty much every time the Punisher goes to sleep, he has a dream, and it's like a recurring dream, and that dream tends to build a little bit, and then you're like, oh, that's really cool what they're doing with that and where they're going with it. I think that I was sort of disappointed in the way that the marketing for the show, and obviously the character and John Bernthal talking about it, really prepared me for a like John Wick TV show. Like I expected to just go in, every episode would be like, cool, start, build up, he's gonna kill people, awesome fight sequence. A lot of the fight sequences from the trailer are in one scene. It's kind of like every episode was a bottle episode, and they're trying to save money by keeping it low budget, so that they could just go ham in these last 2 episodes. And it's like the slowest build up to the best orgasm of your life. Like, I just loved it. And there were moments where I was legitimately sitting alone. You know when you sit with a group of people and something's funny and everybody laughs because it's like contagious? Or you sit there and everybody's like, oh fuck, because it's contagious. But when you're on your own, you're like, huh, oh shit. You know, like I was legitimately lying down and then sitting up and going, oh fuck, that just happened. Shit. And yeah, it just essentially, like I said, it is just a really, really slow build up, but it's worth it.
So, I've been watching a show called Into the Badlands.
Into the Bizzle-Lizzles.
Oh man, I've been raving about it all week. I've heard about it ages ago. I think I'm going to say the first season came out either last year or the year before.
How many seasons do we have?
There are 2.
Yeah,
So
like...
I'm hoping a third one is underway. I haven't finished the second one yet, but I'm almost there. I've got
How many episodes per season?
First one's only got 6 episodes. The second one has got 10 or 11.
How long are the episodes?
About 40, 45 minutes.
Cool.
It sounds like it would be the opposite of what you described with The Punisher. Because it's... I mean, there is a lot of action, but it's not all action, so there's still, like, good plot going on, I would say. So, basically, the story is... It's set, I'm going to say, I don't know, maybe 100, 200 years in the future, where some shit has happened, shit has gone down, and now, basically, that world, which is called the Badlands, which is a section of I'm going to say America,
China.
maybe? Wherever the fuck it is. You don't know where it is, because they don't...
That's good.
Yeah,
I
so
like
it's,
that.
they basically just sort of started from scratch, but they still have technology from...
Does it feel futuristic?
No, not at all.
So they don't have
They
like
don't
the
have
iPhone
computers.
200X?
No. They don't have computers or anything like that, but they do have cars, motorbikes, they got nice houses and shit like that. But basically, the world is divided into, I think there's about 4 or 5 factions, right? But the whole story is focused on one of those factions.
Okay.
So every faction has got a baron, which is their leader, like their president, and basically they can do whatever the fuck they want. Like, they're allowed to have as many wives as they want and do whatever the fuck they want.
Sounds like my kind of life.
Anyway,
Be a good baron.
those barons have got what they call clippers, which is basically their assassins.
But can I interject with a really important question?
Sure.
The Badlands.
Yep.
Would you say that they're quite barren?
So they have these guys called clippers. They're basically like their bodyguards and they can send them to kill people on their behalf and that kind of shit. Those clippers have different ranks. So you can start from the bottom, so you're trained as a kid to become an assassin, okay? And then you have the actual clippers, who are just the normal assassins. And then you have a regent, which is the main clipper, okay? So the story's focused on that main clipper from the faction... I don't know what the faction's called, but they each have a different animal as their sort of mascot, okay? So they have an armadillo.
That's all kinds of sexy.
Isn't it? I thought that was weird.
My granddad's eaten an armadillo.
Why?
Well, he just looked at it and was like, that thing looks tasty, I'm gonna eat it. And then he ate it.
So, we follow this regent, whose name is Sonny. Don't ask me why his name's Sonny. The regent is treated like royalty. So he's the main assassin, so the baron gives him as many bitches as he wants.
Nice.
Do whatever fucking wants. Gets a special house and stuff like that. Yeah?
Cool.
But Sonny fell for someone. And he's not allowed to.
This is like a Romeo and Juliet kind of thing?
No, because he gets her pregnant. And they're not allowed to have the baby. So that's where shit gets serious. I'm not going to spoil anything else. All I'm going to say is the show is directed by a beautiful man called Stephen Fung. He's from Hong Kong. and he's directed a bunch of like actual kung fu movies. The fight scenes are so good. So another big thing that I should have said earlier, all guns have been banned.
But it's very hand-to-hand combat.
Hand-to-hand
Are we
and
talking
swords
like...
and spears and...
I've seen a little bit of marketing information and stuff for it, so it's like I sort of know the gist of it. But yeah, having you talk about it for the last week, I'm keen. It's probably going to be the next thing I get to after Daredevil.
Man.
But I need to know, are we talking like long single-take action sequences?
A lot of them, yes.
Oh man, that's literally like one of my favourite things.
You know that like classic kung fu thing where like it goes slow-mo and they're like floating in midair and do like all sorts of funky shit that would not be in real life. It's just fucking beautiful, man. I love that show so much. It's just got a good story, it's got some sick fight scenes, and yeah, it's like if you think Iron Fist,
if it was good,
think the fight scenes from Iron Fist, exact opposite of that. Yeah, so Into the Badlands, think your favourite kung fu movie crossed with Fallout.
Fuck.
That's what it is.
It's very deserty as well, isn't it? It's like Mad Max-y kind of looking thing.
Parts of it. So, like I said, this world is pretty big, okay?
I love that.
So they want to stay where they are because that's where the good shit is. And the Barons want to keep them there. They don't want them to leave.
Alright, that's cool. It's nice. A little bit of inner turmoil to get the fucking ball rolling. I dig it. I'm a big fan. I'm definitely going to get on that one really, really soon. And I'm very keen for you to watch The Punisher because I need to have talks about the end.
Yeah, I'll finish. I've got like 2 episodes of Badlands to finish and I'll jump on that for sure.
Super keen. So, aside from copious amounts of pornography, this is what me and Roger have been watching this week. So, why don't you 3 people that are watching let us know what you've been watching? Copious amounts of pornography included, that's fine. We'd love to hear. We're very unjudgmental.
Send us links too.
Roger would like links. I would also like links. Who am I kidding?
Yeah.
But yeah, guys, let us know below what you guys have been watching. Let us know what you think of what we've been watching, or if you have any recommendations for us to watch, because I want to know the good things. I want to know the good news. If you're any Jehovah's Witnesses, send me the good news. I love to hear it.
Wow.
Anyway, this has been Hangs with Rog, with your host Rog and me. And guys, always remember, if somebody knocks on your door and they're a Jehovah's Witness, just don't open it. Just don't do it.